Okay, it's time now for learning vocabulary and grammar. For vocabulary, we learn how to conjugate have. And just for some grammar points, we study how to use the simple present tense. Okay, now part 1, vocabulary. Do you know the verb have? In the past, back in school, when I learned irregular verbs, I usually said that have had, or something like that. Well, you know that have or has are used in the present tense, and we use had in the past tense. And the had is also past participle, the same pronunciation and the spelling of had in the past tense. And now I want to about how to notice about how to conjugate have in the simple present tense. Subjects like I, you, we, they, we use have, and he, she, it are always followed by has. Remember? Now we have some sentences using the verb have. First, we have two sentences. I have a car. I have a cake. I have a car. I have a cake. Have in these sentences means you own something. You own a private car. You own a cake, for example. Now we have some words like car and cake. I'm sure that all of you here know the meaning of these words because they are very popular, right? But I still want to give you the definition of these words because I want to practice English more. You know that the more time you spend with English, the better you will become. So you try to speak English as much as possible. And moreover, I didn't come up with the definition on my own. I searched it on the internet. I usually visit a website called oxfordlearnerdictionary.com to get the definition of each word I want to search. And I think no matter what, no matter how you get description of each word, or even though you copy any idea from other person, even though that you can change that knowledge into yours, that is the most important. When you can practice English more, when you always know that practice makes perfect. So try to speak English as much as you can. That's the reason why now I give you the description of these words. Car. Car is a road vehicle with an engine and four wheels, and that can carry a small number of passengers, right? And the cake. Cake is a sweet food. Remember, sweet. Taste sweet, not savory. It means not some salt in it. Okay? Cake is a sweet food that is made from a mixture of flour, eggs, butter, or cheese, or sugar, etc. Right? Cake is baked in an oven, and they are usually decorated with ice cream, with sugar or butter, etc., or icing. And cakes are usually decorated, yes, and they are made in various shapes and sizes. Oh, here, I'm sure that you have heard the pronunciation flower. And at that time, do you think that about you have in your head you have an imagine of any flower? Wow, today I want to give you two words that has the same pronunciation but they are quite different from spelling and meaning. They are flower and flower. First, flowers. It is from a tree. Yes, it is a colored part from on a tree, of a tree, and it is usually grow at the end of a stem. You can list some kind of flowers like rose, lily, or tulips, or sunflowers. Okay, and remember, flowers are a part of a tree, and it is spelled Flower. Again, Flower. We have another word that has the same pronunciation, flower, Flour. But now, this is an ingredient for making cakes or bread. Flour is a fine white or brown powder and often made from grain or wheat. And it is used in cooking or for making bread or cakes. Okay, so remember that I have just differ the difference between flour, a part of a tree, and the flour, an ingredient of making cake. Remember? And next we have another sentence using the verb have. I have a lot of life experience. Again, I have a lot of life experience. A lot of course, is the opposite of a little. Remember, for example, I have a little life experience. Experience means skill or knowledge that you have gained from doing something, right? And for a period of time. Now, a lot of is used with an accountable noun and an uncountable noun. For example, I have a lot of books, or I have a lot of money. I have a lot of time. Time and money are uncountable nouns. Okay, and next we have much. Much is followed by an uncountable noun. For example, money and time or experience, for example. But one thing I want to notice that much always used in the negative form. Remember, that is, you say that I have a lot of time. We don't say I have much time. We say I don't have much time. Remember, much are always used in the negative form. Okay, now we have I have a long rest after the game. I have a long rest after the game. Rest is both a noun and a verb. And in spoken English, it is usually as a noun, and it means that you relax or sleep or do nothing after a period of time, after a period of activity or illness. It means that to not use a part of your body for some time. So when we use rest, the word rest as a noun, we usually match with have or take. We can say that I have a rest or I take a rest. For example, you say you should have a rest or you should take a rest after a long day, or you need a rest to recover your body after an illness, for example. And rest, if it is a verb, used as a verb, we are, for example, now please rest your eyes every half an hour, right? Now, next we have the word. Now come to the final, the fifth sentence using the verb have. Let's have a drink after dinner. Let's have a drink after dinner. Or let's have a drink before dinner. After means follows something in time or later than something. Later than something in places or in time. Remember? And drink. Drink is also a verb and a noun. As a verb, means that you take a liquid amount of liquid into your mouth and then down your throat into stomach. And drink means you means that a liquid for drinking, a liquid, an amount of liquid for drinking. Drink as a verb, as a noun. So let's have a drink after dinner. And now we have a structure, less. Less is abbreviation, is short for, stands for less, yes. Let us, sorry. Less is the abbreviation for let us. And in spoken English, when we want to invite someone to do something together, we can use this structure, let us. Let's have a drink, let's go out, or let's play, etc. And more dinner is a meal of the day and eaten in the evening. Okay, that's all. Bye bye.